discussing Prophet Ibrahim. Prophet Ibrahim embodies a perfect type of Muslim, and the Quran mentions him as a model for mankind. In this sense, Prophet Ibrahim has been described as representing primordial man and universal surrender to the divine reality before its fragmentation into religions separated from each other by differences in forms. The Islamic holiday Eid al-Adha is celebrated in memory of the bravery of Abraham, and Muslims perform the pilgrimage to pay homage at the Kaaba, which Prophet Ibrahim has set up and reformed. One night, Ibrahim went up to a mountain, leaned against a rock, and looked up at the sky. He saw a shining star and said to himself, "Could this be my Lord?" But when he said, "I don't like those that said." The stars had disappeared, so it could not be God. God is always present. Then he saw the moon rising in splendor and said, "Could this be my Lord?" But the moon also said. At daybreak, he saw the sun rising and said, "Could this be my Lord? This is the biggest and the brightest." But when the sun also set, he said, "O my people, I am free from all that you join as partners with Allah. I have turned my face towards Allah, who created the heavens and the earth, and never shall I associate partners with Allah. Our Lord is the creator of the heavens and the earth and everything in between. He has the power to make the stars rise and set." After this declaration, Ibrahim then heard Allah calling him, "O Ibrahim." Ibrahim trembled and said, "Here I am, O my Lord." Allah replied, "Submit to me, be a Muslim." Ibrahim fell on the ground, prostrating and crying. Ibrahim said, "I submit to the Lord of the universe." Ibrahim kept prostrating until nightfall. He then got up and went back to his home, in peace and full of conviction that Allah has guided him to the truth. A new life started for Ibrahim. His mission was now to call his people to monotheism. He first started with his own father, who was a close person to him and whom he loved so much. He said to him in the softest and kindest voice, "O Father, why do you worship that which doesn't hear, doesn't see, and cannot avail to you in anything? O Father, I have got knowledge of which you have not, so follow me. I'll guide you to a straight path." His father replied angrily, "Do you reject my gods, O Ibrahim? If you don't stop, I'll stone you to death. Get away from me before I punish you." Ibrahim replied, "Peace be upon you. I'll ask forgiveness of my Lord for you." Prophet Ibrahim's personality and character is one of the most in-depth of the whole Quran, and is specifically mentioned as being a kind and compassionate man. Ibrahim's father is understood by all Muslims to have been a wicked, ignorant, and idolatrous man who ignored all of his son's advice. The relationship between Ibrahim and his father, who in the Quran is named Azar, is central to Prophet Ibrahim's story as Muslims understand it to establish a large part of Prophet Ibrahim's personality. The Quran mentions that Prophet Ibrahim's father threatened to stone his son to death if he did not cease in preaching to the people. Despite this, the Quran states that Ibrahim in his later years prayed to God to forgive the sins of all his descendants and his parents. Muslims have frequently cited Prophet Ibrahim's character as an example of how kind one must be towards other people, especially to one's own parents. Thank you. That was pretty fast.
Well,